Okay, let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Aloha, XTERRA tribe. Welcome to the 2019 XTERRA World Championship here in Kapalua, Maui. This year's event sees one of the deepest pro fields the race has ever had. 60 professionals, including 6 world champions, all vying for their share of $100,000 in prize money. The action's all going to unfold come Sunday. However, joining us right now, we have the best professional women in the world here at Race HQ, the Ritz-Carlton, to answer a few questions. Joining me up here on stage, we have defending world champion from Scotland, Leslie Paterson. Two-time Pan Am Tour champion from USA, Suzy Snyder. 2019 Pan Am Tour champion from New Zealand, Samantha Kingsford. 5-time European Tour champion from Czech, Helena Karaskova. 4-time XTERRA World champion from Bermuda, Flora Duffy, and Morgane Riou down the end, who was late to the press conference. I don't have your credentials, sorry, Morgane. We're going to start the questions today with our defending world champion, of course, Leslie Paterson. Now, Leslie, are you aware that you're the only person in the entire women's field that can lay claim to beating Duffy here in Maui?
That's right. That was a good few years ago. I remember it.
2013, you ran her down right at the end of the run there. And you two, you've really dominated Maui these past 8 years. However, in fairness, during that time, you had Lyme disease, you raced with a broken pelvis, Flora was out last year with injury. This year, XTERRA fans are really excited to see the battle between you two unfold, both at full health. You must be excited for that opportunity as well.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's great to have the best ladies here, and awesome to have Flora back. And you know, I'm ready to go. I'm really fit this year. I'm excited to get out there. The course is wicked awesome. It's super hot, so I know we're going to be both just fighting for it and killing ourselves out there, and then eating a ton of chocolate afterwards, hopefully.
Absolutely, and some Mai Tais maybe as well. Maybe. Your build up to Maui this year seems a bit different to what you've done in the past. Last year, you did Worlds, then you raced right through to Oak Mountain. Then after that race, it was clear you needed to regroup a bit, maybe take a bit of a break. But you came back absolutely on fire just in time for Utah, smoked that run. Then we haven't really seen too much of you, so tell us about the build for Maui and what sort of shape you're in.
Yeah, so I went to Boulder this year. I went to Boulder last year, in fact, as well, but I went to Boulder this year for longer, and I really love to do my strength and my base building up at altitude. And, you know, moreover, just get out in the mountains. There's a great group of people there. Flora trains out there. Sam trains out there. So, I mean, just you're really with like-minded people, which is incredible. So did an awesome build there up to Utah, and then went back to sea level to do my speed work and sleep in an altitude tent. So that seems to really work for me. I get out there with all the lads, all the group rides, all the speed work, and just kind of hit it really hard for the 6-7 weeks up to here, and hope for the best.
Does the altitude tent help with the race on Sunday, you think?
No, but it helps with your sex performance. It's amazing. Yes, Simon absolutely loves it. He's not even listening. Look, that's what happens when you've been married for 17 years.
My goodness. And with all of the top females out there training at Boulder, do you ever get together and go on group rides all together?
Yeah, actually, mainly we were doing group swims and then group jacuzzis. And the group jacuzzis, you can imagine what they're like.
Oh, my goodness. I'm glad that this is not live, huh? Now, the new bike course, I'm sure you love it like we all do. Wickedly awesome is, I think, how you just described it. Do you think that the style of course with more single track suits you more than the others, given that there's a lot less long, slow, open fire trails?
I think so. Gosh, that's hard to say. I feel really confident on that kind of stuff for sure. And it's really fun and engaging, and it keeps you honest. But, you know, I never count out any of these girls. They can all step it up when it comes to the Worlds.
And I know there's someone who likes some stats and splits. Have you timed yourself on a lap so far? And what's the quickest time you've done one lap of the bike course?
Oh, at least about 30 minutes, maybe?
30.
Something like that.
Do you think will the lead females go sub 50?
I think they'll be pretty close. Yeah, I was out there with Rom on one of the days, and it was pretty funny because he finished a lap and he's like, "Yeah, I just did that in 35 minutes." I'm like, "Oh my god, I was just up at the lake by 35 minutes. Like, what are you doing?"
Well, best of luck. It should be great to see how it all unfolds. We've got more cameras, more drones this year, so people at home watching are going to be able to have a lot more of a sneak peek as to what's going on, especially in the pointy end, and we'll hope that you're right up there. Moving along to Samantha, our 2019 Pan Am Tour champion from New Zealand. Samantha, you've had 3 wins this year. You've been really strong, Pan Am Tour champion, but it's your first time here in Maui. You've been out there running and riding the course, I'm sure. What are your thoughts?
I've heard that it's a massive improvement on the course from last year, so that's awesome to see. I think the bike course, I really like it. It's quite flowy. I think it's actually quite technical, more than what people might think it is. There's a lot of blown out corners, so I think there might be a few crashes with us girls trying to hit some speed and trying to get one over each other. But yeah, I'm really happy with the course. I think it's awesome.
Wickedly fast, absolutely. Who dares wins around some of those tight corners? I hear you've been doing a lot of training with partner Sam Osborne. What have you learnt from him? Oh, sorry, actually, probably nothing. What have you taught him?
Yeah, I've learnt nothing from him. I've been teaching him everything. No, actually, I've learnt probably a lot from him. Training with him, he coaches me. So I think training and being coached by someone at his level, I think that really helps me, obviously being in the sport for only 2 years. I've learned a lot how to train smart. And I think training more specifically to XTERRA and mountain biking, But yeah, I've learned a lot from him. He's probably learned a lot from me as well, I think.
I bet. 2 years racing XTERRA, and here you are on the Pro Q&A. It's pretty impressive. You've really embraced the Live More spirit. What's it been like travelling all around the Pan Am Tour this year? I mean, I know once you leave New Zealand, why would you want to go back? So.
Yeah, I mean, it's cold in New Zealand. It's warming up now, but when we leave, it's cold, so why would you want to be there in winter training when it's wet? And, it's just yuck. But, it's been awesome travelling around and racing, going to different destinations. It's a lot better than working my full-time job. I left there, obviously, to chase my dream. It's been an awesome experience. I'm stoked to be on the
Well, here's hoping for a Sam 1-1 in the men's and the women's,
That would be awesome.
All right, moving on to Helena Karaskova. Helena, 5-time European Tour champ, 34 global wins in your time as a pro, 13 different countries. However, you've come on record saying this is your last XTERRA race. But you said that last year as well. Are you really ready to retire?
Yes, I'm really ready to retire because I already fighting more than 3 years with this idea that I'm too old, and this winter I really fighting with my head that I'm too old racing. And also when the season start, I was really I didn't know if I can catch the girls and again racing against them because I feel that I'm really old. But finally it was like I think it was an amazing season for me because I still can be so fast on the bike and also on the run. So it was an amazing season for me, and I'm really happy for this.
Wonderful. There's talk that on race day there's going to be a bit of swell coming through. Do you enjoy the big waves if they do come?
Oh, no. I really wish on Sunday it will be a little bit flat. No waves, no surf, please.
Geez, might need to come to the university clinic tomorrow and learn from Benny and Penny, huh?
Yes, of course, I will be there.
Now, we know that this might be your last race. You're not going down without a fight, though. What's your goal? What's the game plan for Sunday?
Yeah, so first I need to survive the swim and come out of the water in a good fitness. And then I think the bike course is beautiful. It's perfect. There is a steep climbs that I really love and train for this. And also the part down and twisty part it's really nice. And I think it's maybe a harder course than was the last year. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Well, best of luck with the retirement race. Moving on to Suzy Snyder from the USA. Now, Suzy, you won 2 of the top races in the US this year, Oak Mountain and Beaver Creek, and those must have been especially satisfying that you managed to smack Leslie at Oak Mountain. Then at Beaver Creek, you took down Samantha. Confidence must be at an all-time high. You must be feeling great for Sunday, yeah?
I mean, it always feels good to win and take down these big shots, love an underdog story. No, I mean, it always feels good to win, no matter who you race, because you really can't gauge your performance and your fitness based on who you beat, right? Because you never know what's going on in their lives and their training and all of that. So winning always gives you a little confidence boost, and you want to try and use that moving forward through the season, and but still learn from every race in terms of, I know I didn't do something well. What was it? What can I take out of that moving forward for the next one? And, I had plenty of learning opportunities from both of those races, even though I won them. So, couldn't be happier with a couple wins.
Absolutely. And, I always love listening to you talk in the Paul Mitchell University clinics. You're always so tactically in tune with the race, the trials, and the conditions. I'm curious, with this new bike course, do you think it favours any different type of bike, like a dually or a hardtail? I mean, I was out there on a fat bike the other day, not recommended for the race.
Definitely a fat bike.
Yeah, did you consider switching? You normally ride the dually to a hardtail, or what's the plan out there on the bike course?
Yeah, I'm going to ride a hardtail. Little birdie told me that it was definitely a good hardtail course, so...
Which birdie was that?
I went with it. I can't tell. I can't name my sources. Might have started with a Chris and ended with an Appleton, but hey.
He rides a motorbike. Don't take advice from him.
No, I figured if he's designing the course, he knows it. So if that's what he's recommending, I'll go for it, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
And you've ridden the whole thing a couple of times now. Quickest time, quickest lap?
I've been chilling out there. I'm not going to show my cards before Sunday.
I'm going to check you on Strava and double check that.
Oh, you'll see on Strava, trust me.
That's right.
You'll be like, oh, I am not impressed.
Stop for a picnic at the lake. You've raced 14 times here at Maui. What has all that experience taught you about the race, and what advice do you have for people tackling the course for the very first time?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that I've been here 14 times. Probably 15, because one year when I had broken pelvis, I came and commentated. The first year we did the live stuff, so that was super fun. That was probably the most enjoyable year I've ever been in Maui.
It is. I enjoy that too, yeah. Keep racing so I can keep talking.
Okay. So, yeah, after 14 years, I've definitely learned, I think the key thing is to just stay relaxed, because, anything can happen here, no matter whether it's weather or mechanicals or your own body not showing up on race day, whatever it may be. Plus all the excitement of being a world championship. Some people thrive on it, some people don't. So if you're gauging yourself on who's passing me or who's doing what around you, then things crumble. So I really learned to just focus on my own performance at this race more than, I take that into every race, but more so here because it is a world championship with inherently a little bit more pressure, and not necessarily pressure anyone else is putting on me or the rest of us, but we all just want to perform at our very best. So trying not to get too caught up in that and stay relaxed and have fun and enjoy the whole experience, and really enjoy just being here with all these ladies for a 15th time is kind of humbling and just really fun for me.
Absolutely. Well said. Well, best of luck out there. Go USA come Sunday. Pass the microphone right down to Morgane Riou, our European champ. Morgane, first, would you like to correct me on the pronunciation of your last name?
Morgane Riou.
Excellent. Well, soundbite, cut that in
French
for me
accent.
at some point with a French accent. Oh, my God. Morgane, last year, not a great season. You decided to skip world champs and then broke your collarbone over winter. This year, you have come back so strong. Big statement on the world tour. 4 wins, Italy, Belgium, France, Czech, European champion. You're now one of the race favourites. What do you put this incredible turn in your performance down to?
I think I was first surprised about that. In Italy, I didn't think about winning, and then I won all the races I did up to Czech Republic and the European Championship. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that I broke my collarbone in January, and it was a good thing for me because I took a rest, and then I trained perhaps differently, and and everything was very good for me this summer. Yeah.
And what is your strength on this course? Can we expect you to come out a couple minutes behind, or you're hoping to be out of the lead of the water? You know, on the bike, will you be making a move, or the run? What's the game plan?
Oh, I think I will be. Yeah, it's like Helena. I don't like to swim in the waves, and so it will. I will have some work to do on the bike and to go up, and so. No, I think the bike is really good, and there are some step climbs and twisty in descent, so it's quite good for me also. And I'm better on the bike on the MTB this year than previous years, so I expect a lot about the bike. And then we'll see on the run. I went 3 years ago here. It was a muddy condition, not good for me, but the run was I was quite fast on the run track, so I hope on Sunday it will be the same. So we'll see.
So on your track running, like, give me an example. You 10-kilometer track time. What are you doing that in these days?
Oh, I don't know. In time.
Fast enough, huh? Yeah. What about, tell me about the difficulties you have in balancing a full-time job, because you're an engineer. You're training XTERRA, you're racing XTERRA, you went and did 70.3 Worlds. You seem to have a lot going on in your life.
Yeah, it's sometimes difficult because I'm working like between 40 and 50 hours a week. So I have to train in the morning, at noon, or after working. So sometimes it's more difficult. In September, I changed job, so I had a lot of things to do. But I think it's just organization. And my boyfriend shared with me this passion of XTERRA, so we are training together, so it's easier for us to organize the days. And yeah.
Is he racing on Sunday?
Yeah, in age group, but yeah, he's racing. And
gee, that'll be good to kick his butt, yeah?
Yeah.
Take home the household win. Well, best of luck. It's a pleasure having you back, and I'm glad that you're here racing with us this year. Moving along now to Flora Duffy. Welcome back as well. Everyone is very excited to see you in action. I've seen on the XTERRA media that you've been officially branded the XTERRA GOAT, the greatest of all time. How do you like that title, GOAT?
Hi, thanks. Yeah, it's really nice to be back, especially after missing last year due to injury. So it's great to be here on Maui, healthy. Yeah, I don't like it.
You'll take the acronym, just not the other meaning, or other way around. Take the meaning, not the acronym, huh? You know, yeah, maybe. Moving along, let's just forget about the GOATs. 2017, great swim, top 5 out of the water, I think. Overall, putting the men to shame as well, love it. We're expecting you to be way up there again, given that it's a mass start with the females and males pros going off together. Can we expect you to lead wire to wire again? Is that the plan?
Well, it's easy to sit here and say that, but from what I've learned from XTERRA is you can always expect a lot of surprises out there. It's always an adventure. I would definitely like to lead the swim. That would be something that's kind of always been like a mini goal of mine. So that would be pretty cool if I could lead out of the water. Having stepped away from XTERRA racing the last, I guess, year, I don't particularly know what the men's field's like on if there's strong swimmers here or not. So we'll see on Sunday. And then, look, onto the bike. It's definitely a challenging course this year. It's a lot different from when I was here in 2017. A lot more technical, which I thought I would like, but I don't know if I like it so much. But no, it's been fun getting some laps on there and feeling confident and comfortable on my mountain bike again. And then, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, can I lead wire to wire? I don't know. There's a lot of girls sitting up here that would like that not to happen.
Yeah, I bet. And when you do come out of the water up front and there's like all these men who are riding around you, when they go past, do you manage to jump on and pace off them? Or like, are you telling them to get out of the road? What's going on up there?
No, definitely not. They kind of come zooming by me and I'm just sort of left in the dust. Most of the time they're all pretty polite and will move by me, you know, when it's an appropriate time to pass. Because that's the most awkward thing. I mean, obviously I don't like it. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. It's tough for them because they want to get up to the front of the men's race. So everyone's pretty considerate. And if they're not, well, I just tell them.
You say, hey, Look out. You know who you're talking to? You got the goat right here, huh?
That's when I'll use that title.
Yeah. You know, I saw on Instagram that you were running down a highway in Boulder with a rope around your waist, pulling a car tire. What was going on there?
Yeah, the Instagram post got a lot of comments, interest. But no, it does not look as epic as it appears. It's simply just a tool to use to help with my running form and position. So no, I was not doing hill reps with a tire, towing a tire up a hill. It just appeared that way.
Yeah, it looked impressive. So best of luck out there again. Can't wait to see the action unfold. Good luck kicking the men's butt in the swim. Hopefully we can cheer you on first out of the water overall. We're just going to go back to our defending champ, Leslie, for 2 more quick questions because she's about to fall asleep, the poor thing. Leslie, last 9 times in Maui, you've won it 3 times. You've been second 4 times. What is it about this course that you seem to just love so much?
Do you know what? I think I just like to get up for the big events. It's a really special place. It's always a course that suits me. There's a lot of climbing, and I'm smaller and lighter. It's hot, and I'm small, and I'm Scottish, so obviously I love the heat. And then, yeah, you know, I mean, it's Hawaii. How could you not like it, right?
Absolutely. And do you think that you'll win this race on the bike or the run this year?
I'm running pretty strong. I'm pretty confident in that. I'm confident in it all. I'm just going to go for it. And
if
it
you
is
come
what it is.
come off the bike with Flora, can you take her down on the hill?
Hey, I'll do my best.
Giddy up. That's what we want to see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the pros are all going to start in one wave together come Sunday, 8 a.m. Hawaiian time. Age groupers will be an hour later at night. The full race will unfold live on Facebook, on YouTube, starting 7:45 race morning. We hope to see you all there. This is Tommy from XTERRA. Aloha!